What's good everyone, it's finally time for episode 12 of Mythsmashers. I'm very glad I could finally get around to recording this, because right now I have very limited access to my recording equipment. I have a very interesting batch of myths for you guys today, so I hope you'll enjoy them. But before we go any further, I'd like to announce that this video is sponsored by Pro Guides. They partnered with Zero to release an in-depth course on how to improve at Smash Ultimate. As most of you know, Zero is a veteran Smash Bros player, and he knows tips and tricks that aren't easy to find elsewhere. This course will help you improve every aspect of your game, from mastering the general fundamentals of Smash, to executing advanced techs such as reverse aerial rushes and instant dash attacks. There's a free version of the course to get started with, but the pro version is absolutely worth it if you want to get serious. If there's a player at your local tournament you're struggling to beat, a strategy that seems difficult to work around, or you just feel like you've hit a wall and don't know how to improve further, this in-depth Smash Ultimate course will help you overcome whatever obstacle you're currently facing. You can check out this amazing course by clicking the link in the description. Again, thanks to Pro Guides for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. Nana and Popo can use two different warp stars at the same time. Confirmed. For this to work, they have to grab the warp stars almost simultaneously. Otherwise, Nana will stop whatever she's doing and try to jump up to where Popo is. Power-ups like the mushroom and gold effects apply when you use your final smash. Smashed. It seems that in general, anything which would normally increase or decrease your power isn't taken into account during final smashes. Fire buffing spirits will only work on Ken's heavy up special and Ryu's fire Hadoken. Confirmed. I wanted to try this because these two moves have versions which don't use fire, so maybe it could have applied to forms of the moves that sometimes use fire, but not always. If Bayonetta witch times a projectile, she can claim it as hers. Confirmed. At first, all I thought Witch Time did was slow down the opponent, but if it's used on a projectile, she actually steals that hitbox and can use it to hit her opponent. Kirby can taunt online to get rid of his copy ability. Confirmed. It's interesting that he can only taunt when his copy ability is available, because this is the only time that it would be strategically useful to taunt, besides for playing mind games of course. However, since Kirby can taunt when it's useful, I'm surprised that taunts with hitboxes like Greninja's and Luigi's can't be used. Windboxes can push Incineroar while he's using his side special. Confirmed. Even though Incineroar can be hit while using his side special, the person he's grabbing is actually invulnerable while they're trapped in the move. Just thought I would throw that out there since it usually works the opposite way for normal throws. Spirits that grant an extra Midair Jump will give Bayonetta a third Witch Twist. Smashed. As a side note, Bayonetta with 3 Witch Twists and 3 jumps would be pretty insane, because she could probably use these to 0 to death people off the top like in Smash 4. Lucario's aura affects the strength of his final smash. Confirmed. This one really shocked me, because the second myth in this video made it look like Final Smashes always did the same damage and knockback besides scaling. but I guess that only applies to actual power-ups, instead of base mechanics. A stage morph can happen during a final smash. Confirmed. This is similar when I tried to do a stage morph while Palutena's guidance was activated, and it had a similar conclusion. If something important is going on, the stage morph will always wait until it's finished. Villager can pocket a C4 before it's placed on the ground. Smashed. I'm guessing this is because the C4 doesn't actually have a hitbox until it's detonated. From what I've seen, nothing can really stop Snake from putting the C4 where he wants to put it. Little Mac's jab has less end lag when manually executed. Confirmed. I love Little Mac's new jab because it allows him to properly rack up damage using only his ground moves. It gives him a proper strength to counteract his huge weaknesses. The first hit of Joker's down air with Arsene will do the same knockback as Joker's down air without Arsene. Smashed. I thought most of Joker's moves with Arsene consisted of the original hitbox, plus a new hitbox from Arsene on top of it. But to help the Arsene down air connect better, the first hit does less knockback. Screw Attack works for all jumps of characters that have more than one double jump. Smashed. I'm not really surprised. I mean, this will be pretty broken if true. Even so, I'd love to see the potential of Screw Attack explored more in item combos and stuff. Villager's down tilt does the same damage as Isabel's. Smashed. The weak spot of Villager's down tilt is stronger than Isabel's, but the strong hit of Isabel's down tilt is more powerful than Villager's. Jigglypuff's rest deals more overall damage than Ridley's down special. Confirmed. Almost 80 damage came from landing that rest. So even if she gets hit after using it, she almost always wins the trade by a mile. Poison immunity spirits will nullify white Pikmin when they latch onto you. Smashed. Since white Pikmin are resistant to poison attacks, I thought that would be because they used poison attacks themselves. Seriously, is there even a poison move in this game? I can't think of one that actually has poison properties off the top of my head, because all the ones that look like poison actually aren't. When Link shoots 2 arrows at once, it does exactly twice as much damage as shooting 1 arrow would. Smashed. I guess it would be hard to knock 2 arrows at once with the same amount of power, as if you only had to focus on one. Kinda wish they kept the damage and knockback of each arrow the same though. Bowser Jr.'s up special can be reflected or absorbed. Smashed. I believe this is because his cart is considered a part of his body, because he takes damage when you hit it. The initial weak hitbox before it detonates might have something to do with it as well. Snake's up smash does the same damage and knockback, regardless of how long it's charged. Confirmed. The only reason to charge this move is if you want the mortar to go higher, or if you want it to reach the ground later. It would only be used for mix-ups, since it doesn't actually increase the power of the move. And finally, the Gust Bellow item will push someone out of a black hole. Confirmed. If we're being real, the black hole seems kind of underwhelming in this game. It seems like any sort of moderate force can push someone out of it. Well, that's all I have for today, guys. If you're curious about where I'm getting these myths from, I'm digging back into the older episodes' comment sections to make sure I didn't miss any good myths from back then, but I'm also still checking the myths channel in my Discord server. Once again, thanks to ProGuys for sponsoring this video, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.